Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 3, Episode 14. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also do reactions. If you're returning, you're one of my people, so welcome back. So, we don't have any comments from last week's video, so we're going to jump right on in. Now, I'm going to say this right now. This might not be the longest of the review, because, like, 20 minutes in, they got to talking about some, oh, Heather, she has her book out. Whitney is doing this, Lisa's doing this, and Meredith's doing that. I was like, hold up, we are only 20 minutes in. Like, what is going on? But the next half, we got to talk about Jen and her going to trial and all that other stuff. I was like, okay, so she get her own little special section, I guess. But anyways, it's Heather. She's having a book cover reveal / choir party, which I thought it was odd that you're having a party. Like, first of all, like, season 1, they was like, oh my goodness, in Utah, you can't drink. They will water down your drink. You can't have more than one drink. But these girls is always getting drunk. These girls is always wanting a drink. Okay, we come in here, let's get a drink. We doing this, let's get a drink. So y'all gonna be out here drinking and singing hymns? Okay. So now Angie K lets the girls know she has washed her hands on Jen because a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend let her know that Jen was telling folks that she is the one who blacked Heather's eye. And we still do not know who blacked Heather's eye. And at this point, I was like, I almost don't care who blacked Heather's eye. I mean, if she don't want to talk about it and she don't care that somebody did it, why should I? That's how I'm feeling right now. And, like, I'm looking at Angie K, like, you was mad at Dana because Dana was calling Jen out the way she be treating folks. And you was sitting there, no, Jen is a good person. I don't know why you're talking about Jen like that. How dare you do this about Jen? But now you want to be like, I can't believe Jen. It's like she was telling you this is how Jen gets down, this is how Jen rolls. But she was like, no, Jen is my friend. She would never do that. And then now she been talking about some, a friend of a friend of a friend. And word on the street is that Heather and Jen may have been in the room hunching each other. And then next thing you know, that Heather done got popped in the eye. And I'm like, really? You are really trying to make your way on to you are no longer a friend of, and you were a main character holding the dog on it. What's it called? A snowflake? That's what I see going on. So then, we got to get our grievances off. We got to let Jen know how we really feel. And it's almost like Whitney, what's her name? What is her name? Angie K, Lisa, a little sprinkle of Dana. They was like, they knew that Jen was going to jail. So now we can finally speak freely to you without you blowing up. But you can tell Jen wasn't used to it because she was looking like, okay, I'm getting loud. And this is usually the part where y'all back down because y'all don't want me blowing up. How come you are still talking to me and, questioning me about what I've been doing? This is not how we do it. This usually you ask me a question. If I don't like it, I blow up on you. I get mad. Then you all back down. How come you were not backing down right now? She was looking like, what is going on? I am confusion. Yeah, and then this is when Angie K is like, she questioning, like, Jen, did you really try to unalive yourself? Because you was talking about Angie H, her and her husband, what they did with that Instagram post had you so depressed that you try to unalive yourself. Coach Shy, did she really try to do that? I was like, dang, like, you really went there. Like, some people may have, like, wondered, did she really do that? But they wasn't going to come out their mouth and say it. It's kind of like how Giselle was doing on Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, we had our questions, but we not going to jump and ask that woman that. Of course, Sharif is upset about that. Jen is upset about that so much that she had to walk off and they left the whole party. And I was like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I would have asked that question, but it was like, it is odd that this woman who you said had you so depressed. It's like, it's not even, first of all, I'm not questioning whether Jen was depressed or not. I'm going to make that clear right now. But it's odd, it's like a lot of people, including myself, was talking about you out here stealing from the elderly and vulnerable people. And now since she has pled guilty for this and she has been sentenced to this, I don't have to put the allegedly on there anymore because you have actually pled guilty and you've been sentenced. I think they said she got like 6.5 years. But there was plenty people who was doing reviews on this show, plenty of people on the internet, plenty of people in the blogs. I'm pretty sure plenty of people in doggone Salt Lake City was talking about you. But Angie H and her husband, now that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But it was like, this woman had you feel like you wanted to unalive yourself. Now you all being buddy with her. Like, really, that's what you doing? But yeah, Jen going to jail for 6.5 years. And it was them doing the flashbacks of like the step-by-step of what went down. Like when it was going out of town. I forgot where they was going last season. And Jen got a call that she needed to come home, and she looked dead at the camera, looking like, "Oh snap! The jig is up. They finally caught me." To the people, oh no, what? Come on. Okay, my screen just froze on me. I gotta figure out how to get that so where it won't freeze no more. But anyway, she didn't. Okay, my jig is up. I gotta get home to the police and all the agencies was at her front door with with the pums to her. I'm innocent and all this other stuff, and people questioning her about whether she did it or not, and they're going to be apologizing to me because I am innocent. They'll see. And yeah. Now, Jen, she crying, wanting sympathy because, she's scared and whatnot. But I'm like, you had no sympathy from the people that you were stealing from. You gladly, first of all, stole from these people so you can finance your lifestyle. Then hopped on TV to, like, flaunt all the things that you have bought with your stolen goods. But you want me to feel sad for you? No, I don't. I feel sad for the people who lost money. That's who I feel sorry for. I really, really do. Like, I'm not gonna say that couldn't have been my grandma, because like anything with the internet, my grandma, she don't work with. I know that's kind of not like what Jen was, charged with. But like, my uncles and my mama, they all like, okay, they help my grandma out with her bills each and every month. Like, okay, A, B, C, and D. Like, she know how to do it, but it's like she can't really get around like that for real no more. So it's like, we helping you out. And like, yeah, what is this? What is this about? Okay, if she is not one of those people where it's like, what's it called? Oh, what is the word I'm looking for? On auto pay. My grandma, she is still, I will write you a check. Write that check out. So it's sad that, you could use like your gifts for other reasons, but you choose to use it. All the steps that it takes that it would seem you had to take to do fraud, you seem like you can use those steps for good. And people they don't want to do that. But she over here crying and she wants sympathy. Meredith and Heather, they come to show support, Seth is there as well. They sit with Jen. But like Seth, he want to know some things. Like, have Meredith or Heather just flat out ask Jen, was she guilty on any of these charges? And I just find it funny that one person, I mean maybe two people, last season said that Mary was stealing. And they doggone grilled this woman left, down, upright, and sideways, questioning her. And then we found out it wasn't like hundreds of thousands of dollars that this man gave to the church. It was like less than that once he sold his house. So that made me seem like maybe he was giving like 10% of what he sold the house for. But anyways, they was questioning Mary up, down, left, and right. But Jen, who had all these doggone agencies coming to pick her up, and nobody's like, man, she might have done it. Because it's not like she was like working for a company. Say she was like a secretary of the company. Like, I need you to sign these papers so we can send this off. And they like put some other stuff in there and she didn't read the fine print and they got her on that. Like, no, it was almost like her and some other co-conspirators were behind this. Like, she was almost like the ringer. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be speculating. But it's like, it wasn't like she didn't know what was going on. He wants to know, Heather, if she's guilty, are you going to be a ride or die? Meredith was like, if Jen is out here, my husband over there coughing. If Jen is out here, claiming that she's innocent and she is really guilty and she is not taking accountability for anything, that is a problem with me. And I was like, I am here for you on that one. But like, it's one thing, like plenty of people are found guilty all the time who are not guilty. But that's like in the case of this person hit me, this person, like stuff like that. This is like they've been building up cases. And I didn't know that, like, sometimes they will let you continuously do something so they can get more charges on you. Like, they not just sitting on you for 2 weeks, they sitting on you for years. And then she mad because Stewart, who she was doing her crimes with, turned on her. He's like, no, ma'am. Yeah, you may have helped him from getting fired at a job that y'all worked at before, but he not trying to go to jail. He's trying to get as less time as he could. And if throwing you up under the bus was going to do that, then hey, by all means, that's what I'm going to do. And then later on, when Heather sat down with Lisa, she's like, what I'm guessing what happened is that Sharif, since he had been looking over all the statements and everything and what everybody been saying, something in that paperwork let him know, oh baby, you're gonna have to plead guilty, because this little bit of evidence right here, ain't no way you're gonna be able to refute this. So what you gonna do is you gonna plead guilty. I'm gonna sit back here and take care of our boys, and you're gonna have to do what you need to do. Now that's just Heather's theory. What y'all think? So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. First of all, I would love Mary to have been on this season, because it's like, she did it. Yeah, I believe she did that. The commentary that Mary would have gave throughout this whole season would have made this whole season a lot better. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day for $99. Make sure your notifications are on to my beautiful face with my video. You can click on it. You can like it and share it to your people. You can come over and be one of my people. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.